If you've ever worried about how you're going to pay for your kids' college tuition, or first car, or fancy vacations, or just giving them a solid life, you are not alone. In this video, I'll show you 5 smart ways that you can start saving for your kids' future. Hi, I'm Gabby, and I started this YouTube channel back when I was on maternity leave, and I wanted to create a space to help other moms like me to find different ways to get out of debt and be more financially healthy, and in turn live a more peaceful and mentally healthy life. Okay, so first things first, I am not a financial advisor. I'm really just a mom trying to help other moms. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get to it. Let's start with education. So there are different ways where you can save for your kids' education. The first that we're going to go over is the 529 plan, which you probably have heard. A 529 plan is a tax advantage savings plan that helps families save for educational expenses like college, K to 12 tuition, or apprenticeships. Apprenticeships. Apprenticeships is like a weird word. Okay, we're trying here. So you can open an account through your state or financial institutions and add your child as the beneficiary. Then you contribute money towards that account over time. And there's no federal limit, but just keep in mind there are some state by state limits, and that could range from $350,000 to $500,000. So you can't go past that in your 529 account. And those limits are per beneficiary, not per contributor. And then that money that you're putting in that account is going to be invested through mutual funds or age-based portfolios, which are going to become more conservative as your child gets older. So this account grows tax-free, and you can withdraw money from it also tax-free, as long as you're using the money for educational expenses. Okay, so if your child ends up not going to college, you're not going to lose that money. It just means that you can't withdraw that money without paying taxes on it. If you do use that money towards educational purposes, then yes, you don't have to pay taxes. So this plan is best for families that know that they want to help their kids with educational expenses, families that want to grow their money by investing, and people who are okay with their money being restricted to only educational purposes, and for families that want to start saving early and consistently. And this is probably not the best fit for families that are unsure if their kids want to pursue higher education, or for those who want flexible use of their money, or anyone who would need to access that money soon for non-educational purposes. So now the next savings plan that I want to talk about is the Coverdell ESA. So this is another tax advantage savings account that helps families save money for educational use, and that could be from K to 12 tuition or college tuitions. And you can open an ESA account through your bank, brokerage, or any other financial institution. And you can contribute up to $2,000 per child per year to that account until they turn 18 years old. So with this savings plan, you will also invest your money through stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds. But the difference between this one and the 529 is that you will have full control over your investments. With the 529, they kind of do the investment for you. But I also want to mention that you have to keep in mind that there are income limits to this ESA. For single filers, phase out begins at $95,000 and it ends at $110K. And for married couples filing jointly, phase out begins at $190,000 and ends at $220,000. And same as the 529, you don't have to pay any taxes when contributing to this savings plan. And you also don't have to pay taxes when you withdraw money from it, as long as you're using the money for educational use. And your funds must be used before your child turns 30. And if not, then you can transfer the money towards another qualified family member. So this savings plan is best for families that want to save for private K to 12 tuitions, which is something that the 529 plan does not cover. This is good for families who want to have more control over their investments, and for parents, grandparents, or caregivers that fall under the income limits. And this is probably not the best options for higher income families because of that income limit that they have. It's not best for families that want to contribute more than $2,000 a year, or families who prefer simple, hands off investment. Now, another way that you can save for higher education is to use your Roth IRA for education. So a Roth IRA is a retirement account that allows you to grow your money tax-free. And under certain conditions, that money can be used for educational purposes without any penalties. And you can open a Roth IRA account through a brokerage firm, a bank, or online investment institutions. And you will contribute your after-tax income, and you can contribute up to $7,000 a year if you're 50 years old or younger. So similar with the other two, your Roth IRA will also grow tax-free and is invested in stocks, mutual funds, ETFs, etc. And you can withdraw your money penalty-free but not tax-free if used for educational expenses. But if you're older than 59 and a half years old, you can withdraw that money tax-free and penalty-free, as long as you have that account open for longer than 5 years. So using a Roth IRA for education is best for parents who are not sure if their kids are going to pursue higher education, or families who want maximum flexibility with their money, and people who want to save for both retirement and education. And this would not be the best fit for parents who know that their kids are going to attend college, because in that case they will be better off with a 529 because of the estate tax benefits that comes with that. Also, this would not be the best fit for families who want to contribute more than $7,000 a year, or anyone who doesn't have earned income, because you can contribute towards a Roth IRA without that. Okay, so now let's talk about how you can set your kids up for success with just general financial gifts that are not education focused. So one way that you can do that is by setting up custodial accounts. So this is an account that you will manage for your child by contributing money, investing, and making financial decisions on their behalf up to when they turn 18 years old and they become legally an adult. And then once they turn 18, the money legally belongs to them. And these are often referred to as UGMA, which stands for Uniform Gifts to Minors Act. And it holds financial assets like cash, stocks, and mutual funds. Or UTMA, which is Uniform Transfers to Minors Act, which can also hold physical assets like real estate and artwork. So some benefits to this custodial account is that they have very flexible use. You can use the money for anything you want. It doesn't have to be for educational expenses only. You can use it for education, but you can also use it for a car, travel, or even starting a business. And it's very easy to set up, and you can open an account with most banks. There are no contribution limits. And you also have investment options like stocks, mutual funds, and ETFs. But I just want to emphasize that once your child turns 18, that money legally belongs to them, and you lose total control over that money. So I don't know about you, but when I was 18 years old, I wasn't the most responsible person. So I don't know how much you would trust your child at 18 with all of that money. And another way that you can set them up for success is by opening a high yield savings account. And this is a type of savings account that earns much more interest than your traditional savings account. and often 10 to 20 times more than a traditional savings account. And you can open that online. Today, most banks have a high yield savings option. And then once you open the account and start transferring money towards that account, you will get 4 to 5% APY depending on the market's rates. And your money stays safe and liquid there, which means easy access. And it is insured by the FDIC up to $250,000. So this is really just like a regular savings account, but just with better returns. My husband and I actually opened a high yield savings account for our daughter. She's 11 months now, and our plan is to put all of our tax credits that we get every year from having her there and have that money grow with just the high interest that a high yield savings account has. So those were 5 smart ways to set your kids up for success. And I hope that it helped you choose what's the best method for you and your family. And I encourage you to start having these conversations with your family today, because it's never too early to start saving for your kids' future. And I also encourage you to involve your kids in saving habits as they get older and they start to understand money a little bit more, because this is where generational wealth really begins. You can give your kids all the money in the world, but if they don't have the financial literacy to know how to use that money and how to spend it and invest it and make it grow, then all of the money that you worked so hard for is not going to last many generations. Lily, I love you, Mama, but I have to finish. I'm almost done. She's in the comments. So tell me about your financial plan in the comments. I'm so excited for this new financial journey for you. And I'm sending you all the positive energy to help you achieve the financial freedom that you want, or create this safe financial environment for yourself and for your family. And as always, if you like this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.